A year-end is a good moment to take stock of the graces received, and we at JRS Eastern Africa have this moment to do precisely that. We started the year as a region in some parts of our projects responding to the emerging needs. We in fact started as a people, as an organization on the move to respond to the needs of the forcibly displaced in our region. In South Sudan, we had closed 4 projects at the end of last year in order to dispose ourselves and get ready to respond to the needs in other parts of the country. So in early this year, our team set out to Yambio in Western South Sudan, to respond to the needs of the internally displaced people and the returnees under the invitation of the Bishop of Tambura-Yambio Diocese. At the same time, we also moved to Upper Nile State in a place called Maban, where there are currently close to 100,000 refugees from Sudan, in order to see what, as an organization, we could do to accompany, serve, and advocate the rights of the forcibly displaced, our brothers and sisters who find themselves in an unfortunate situation, having left their countries of origin. In Ethiopia, where we have been working for many years now, and having moved to the camps for the past 2 years, working in Mayaini, serving Eritrean refugees, and 2 years ago having moved to southeast Ethiopia in Doloado, we also decided to expand our services with the support of our partners and in solidarity with them. So we extended our services beyond Merkadida refugee camp, which is host to close to 42,000 refugees from Somalia, to Kobe refugee camp, 7 kilometers from our base in Merkadida. This has been an opportunity for us to reach out to a greater number of refugees who were largely affected by the famine that struck Somalia 3 years ago, but also who were victims of the conflict that was going on then. In Kenya, we started the year amidst uncertainty following the government's directive to have all refugees relocate to the camps. As a result of advocacy and dialogue, a decision, a ruling was made by the High Court to have the refugees' right to freedom of movement and the choice of where they would like to be served respected. There is still a bit of uncertainty in that regard, in the sense that the government intends to appeal the ruling. As a result, this affected our operations, but with goodwill and support from our partners, we were able to offer the services that are much needed by urban refugees even though under certain circumstances. In Uganda, in search of a way to better respond to the needs of urban refugees in Kampala, we moved from our former compound to a Jesuit community, Xavier House, which offers more space and affords hospitality to the forcibly displaced in Kampala. As a result of this move, again, in order to better respond to our forcibly displaced brothers and sisters, a number of services have been offered, which have been supervised by our team on ground, offering skills training like catering, tailoring, crafts and arts, English as a foreign language, and many other services that respond to emergent needs such as house rent, medical care, and food, especially to the extremely vulnerable individuals, the elderly, pregnant mothers, and children. In Sudan, we continue to operate in Darfur, serving a number of children and adults in skills training and informal education. Looking back then, as we prepare to celebrate Christmas and the New Year, I can only say we at JRIC Eastern Africa are grateful. Grateful for the generosity, the hospitality, the solidarity, and the love that we have witnessed through the many partners who support us in our work, through our dedicated teams on the ground who make sure that the resources provided in service of refugees are used for that purpose, and to our teams that sit behind desks from morning to evening to make sure that the programs and reports are well done in order to continue serving in transparency and accountability. So it is with this, along with the message that I have sent out for Christmas, that I say yes, the challenges remain. The region continues to experience forced migrations of thousands of people. But in support of so many people of goodwill across the board, we as an organization are able to be generous, to be in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in need, and to continue to love, inspired by the one who has loved us first and who promises to be with us always. Emmanuel, God with us. I wish you a Merry Christmas and grace-filled New Year.
Thank you.